Welcome, one and all. Welcome to Haiku Friday. Yes, it's Friday already. How did that happen? That's kind of wild, but yes, we're going to do a little Haiku Friday celebrating right now, May 23rd, 2025. Let's get started. Here's our first haiku from Bill. And Bill wrote me, it was very interesting. I had sent Bill some info about our trip through on Amtrak across this great land of ours. And Bill told me about, what a heartwarming thing it is. I kind of feel like as I'm noticing how kind and joyful people are. And to me, it almost is like an act of resistance to what's going on right now in our country. And Bill said that he noticed the same thing in Portugal. I believe it was Portugal, that he and his wife were there, and they were on a train, and they noticed all these happy people, and they were heading, all these women were heading to a benefit race, and the joyfulness of it really struck Bill. So here's Bill's haiku. Women, young and old, walkers, runners, and racers, all wearing big smiles. Isn't that nice? Just what a wonderful way to celebrate each other. Thank you, Bill, and I'm going to try to remember to post that picture up when I post this on the blog. All right, here is Max Q's. School's out for summer. What will all those idlers do in teenage wasteland? Max Q did such a good job of stringing together some old classics, I would say. Old classics. Now, this one came in this morning from Laurel, and this is just Laurel has such a great way of painting pictures with her words. Velvet guardians, blue tongues hewn by secrets kept, indigo silence. Isn't that lovely? Very lovely. Thank you, Laurel. Here is one from Rika-san. As the wall brightens, obscured images revealed a type of timepiece. Yeah, I can see Rika-san looking at the shadows and the light and noting, hey, this is a timepiece. Thanks, Rika-san. All right, here is mine. Well, let me first thank everybody who's written in today. We had a pretty full complement of haikuers. We had Bill kicking things off from the Great White North. We had Max Q kicking things off from Southern California. And we had Laurel right here from Spokane, just blocks away from me. And we had Rico-san up in Washington's own Great White North, quite a bit north of here. And now we have mine. Hate and destruction starts inside and grows to kill. Look at his people. You know, I'm like the only one who wrote like a political one this time, which I don't know why I was so moved to do that, but I did. All right, that concludes the formal portion of this Haiku Friday. I'll tell you what's going on with me if you'd like to hear. Right now, we've got Brush on the Bluff. I did that last weekend, Saturday, painted we were up on the trail system. Me and 49 other artists were up there. Most of us were painters, doing things with people kind of wandering by our little booths while we were painting and talking with us, which is always so wonderful. I see people I haven't seen in years, and there's just why it doesn't get more press in Spokane is beyond me, because there were thousands of people, I would think, that came through this thing and just to look at people's paintings and have a good time and eat good food. And as usual, this is a fundraiser for Friends of the Bluff to help with trail maintenance and fire prevention and all that on the Bluff system. And also the organizers who will get part of the take of these paintings, and that was the Botanical Alchemists, which are just a couple of lovely women that are so outgoing and so artistic and do great things. And this is one of the great things they do, is organizing all of us artists, which, as you know, that's a little hard thing to do, to organize artists, I think. So yes, that is what happened on Brush on the Bluff. If you want to, I will, you've seen it. If you're looking at Facebook and stuff, you've seen my picture that I have posted. If not, I can send it to you. And there's bidding that goes on. If you don't live in the state, you can still bid on the picture, the painting that I did. It's 24 by 36. It's a pretty big one. And yeah, so it's working out well. Now, one of the things I've done, and I want to kind of give you an update on, is I quit Amazon Prime a while back as, I guess, sort of a protest, I suppose. And that's been going very well indeed. Doing a lot more local shopping, doing, not missing. I used to watch a lot of shows on Amazon Prime. Not anymore. There's so much other stuff to watch if you want. Yes. So if you want to get rid of Amazon Prime, it's doable. Let you know that. And so part of why I mentioned this was I had also got rid of Audible. And so you start looking for alternatives. And so I found, of course, an alternative to Audible, because that's owned by Amazon Prime, or Amazon rather. And there are quite a few. There's one, I can't remember the name of it, but it gives money back to your local bookstore. There's also ebooks that you can get from different companies, which I've been doing, which is great too. Of course, your library, I'm listening to a library audiobook as I walk and run now. But I just finished a great book that I wanted to tell you about, called Room to Dream. And so many of us are David Lynch fans. My David Lynch fandom started in the Air Force, where we would watch Blue Velvet every alert tour. 1 week out of every month we had to live by the bombers, ready. They were loaded up with nukes, ready to go bomb the Soviet Union. And we would once a week or once a month during that week, while we were living out there, watch Blue Velvet. And I fell in love with David Lynch. If you know me, I'm a big fan of Pee Wee Herman and Devo. I've always been a big Devo fan. So I kind of go for maybe things like that. And all to say, this Room to Dream book I would best listen to it as an audiobook, because what it does is it has somebody talking about a period of David Lynch's life, and then which Spokane figures prominently, and actually B-52 bombers do as well. They're a big part of David Lynch's life, which is weird, thinking about being on a B-52 bomber and watching Blue Velvet. And at one point, David Lynch was watching us. It's kind of wild. But Room to Dream will talk. They'll have the author talks a little bit about a period of David Lynch's life, and then David Lynch expands upon that and takes it into different directions as well. And it is such a good thing to listen to, especially if you are an artist, and you will recognize so many similar themes. Like so many of us, we have so many different things that we're working on at the same time, and kind of bouncing between painting and sculpting and making videos and writing plays and writing short stories and all that stuff, that you will recognize a kindred spirit in David Lynch. And also the transcendental meditation business has me very interested, and I'll have more about that later as that transpires. But all to say, I recommend Room to Dream. All right, that concludes this Haiku Friday. We've been doing this for, 10 years or so, I think, and close to it anyways. Maybe not quite that long, maybe more like 8 years, but it's been a while. It's been maybe 9 years, I don't know. It's been a while. Every Friday, people send me their haikus. You can do that too, and I will read them. And as you see, there's no judgment here other than a celebration. Everybody's haikus rock. I just get to celebrate. I get to be the person who reads your wonderful work and celebrates it and puts it out there for everybody. And I would love to do that for you. Haiku is very simple: 5 syllables, 7 syllables, and then 5 syllables. And, I think we can all remember what a syllable is. And if you don't, Google it. It's pretty easy. It's easy and it's hard. It's hard to pare down your message. It's what you want it to be. So celebrate your haikus with me. Go to Brush on the Bluff. Take care, create, and love. That is the only thing that we can do to combat destruction and hate that's going on right now in our country. And by loving, believe me, you're causing them great distress. Which, as small as it may seem, I do take some solace in that, because I don't think it's the people's fault so much as some sort of evil presence that has made people become something that they never, 20 years ago, if you told them they would have become this and would have supported something like this, they would have thought you were crazy. But something happened. Something happened to people. And it's that presence that I like to cause discomfort to. The thing that has caused them this affliction. All right. That's enough preaching for me. I'll see you on the next installment of Haiku Friday. That'll be, well, I guess next Friday. Bye for now, and get ready for a great month of Pride here in Spokane and every place. Bye now.